The world of boxing is no stranger to drama, but few stories have captured the public's attention like the swirling rumors surrounding Floyd Mayweather Jr. Once celebrated as the untouchable king of the ring, Mayweather's carefully crafted image as Money Mayweather is now under scrutiny. Allegations of bankruptcy, scam involvement, and fractured relationships with key figures in his inner circle have sparked debates about whether the former champion's empire is crumbling. These claims, fueled by comments from notable figures like Logan Paul, Chael Sonnen, and Gervonta Davis, paint a picture of a man whose lavish lifestyle may have outpaced his financial reality. Yet, Mayweather's undeniable legacy as a fighter and businessman complicates the narrative, leaving fans and critics alike grappling with the question: is this the downfall of a legend, or just another chapter in a life defined by controversy? Floyd Mayweather's career is the stuff of legend. Born in Grand Rapids, Michigan, he turned professional in 1996 and quickly established himself as a force in boxing. His speed, intelligence, and unmatched defensive skills earned him a perfect 50-0 record, a feat that places him among the sport's all-time greats. But Mayweather's genius extended beyond the ring. He understood the business of boxing better than most, leveraging his fights into financial windfalls. His bouts against Manny Pacquiao in 2015 and Conor McGregor in 2017 were global spectacles, generating over $600 million and 4 million pay-per-view buys, respectively. Through Mayweather Promotions, he built a brand synonymous with wealth and success, earning over $1 billion in career earnings. The nickname Money Mayweather wasn't just a moniker, it was a lifestyle, complete with private jets, diamond-encrusted watches, and million-dollar shopping sprees. For years, Mayweather's public persona was one of invincibility. He flaunted his wealth unapologetically, showcasing stacks of cash on social media and purchasing luxury items like a $1.8 million watch, a one-of-a-kind piece made specifically for him. His discipline was equally legendary. Those close to him describe his training as a masterclass in work ethic, with every rep executed at maximum intensity. Stories of Mayweather running 6 miles down the Las Vegas Strip at 4 a.m. after a night at the club became part of his mythos. To his fans, he was the embodiment of success, a man who had mastered both boxing and the art of monetizing fame. But beneath the glitz, cracks were forming. Rumors of financial trouble first surfaced years ago when reports emerged that Mayweather owed $22.2 million to the IRS. For someone who claimed to be the highest-paid athlete in the world, the revelation was shocking. He reportedly borrowed $2 million to cover part of the debt, a move that suggested his finances were far less stable than his public image implied. The tax issues forced him out of retirement for the McGregor fight. About that, while lucrative, raised questions about whether Mayweather was fighting for glory or survival. More recently, allegations of bankruptcy have taken center stage. Logan Paul, a YouTuber-turned-boxer who faced Mayweather in an exhibition match, claimed he was never fully paid for the fight. On the Walkway to Fight Club show, Paul expressed frustration, noting that despite Mayweather's money persona, the expected payout hadn't materialized. While Paul remained optimistic about eventually receiving the funds, his comments fueled speculation that Mayweather's financial empire was on shaky ground. The idea that a man who earned over $1 billion could be struggling to pay debts seemed unthinkable, yet the rumors persisted. Adding to the controversy, former UFC fighter Chael Sonnen dropped a bombshell about the Mayweather-McGregor fight. Sonnen, known for his outspoken commentary, alleged that the event wasn't the financial juggernaut it appeared to be. He claimed the arena was filled with empty seats, with people dressed as audience members to create the illusion of a sold-out crowd. According to Sonnen, the pay-per-view numbers were inflated, and the fight's success was more about clever PR than actual profitability. For a fight billed as one of the biggest in sports history, these claims cast a shadow over Mayweather's business acumen. The most damning allegations, however, center on a $42 million property scam. Reports suggest Mayweather was involved in a fraudulent real estate scheme that promised investors massive returns on luxury developments. These projects either never existed or failed to materialize, leaving investors out of millions. Victims claim they were shown fake documents and doctored financial projections, all backed by Mayweather's name and brand. His public association with the project lent it credibility, drawing in high-profile investors who now feel betrayed. The scandal has rocked both the boxing and business worlds, raising serious questions about Mayweather's integrity. Mayweather's relationships with those closest to him have also come under strain, further complicating the narrative. Leonard Ellerbe, the former CEO of Mayweather Promotions, was a key figure in the company's rise to prominence. Under his leadership, Mayweather Promotions organized some of boxing's biggest fights, including the Pacquiao and McGregor bouts. Ellerbe's strategic vision and industry connections helped turn the company into a powerhouse, while his mentorship of fighters like Gervonta "Tank" Davis produced new stars. Davis, discovered by the Mayweather-Ellerbe team, went from a promising prospect to a pay-per-view sensation, thanks in large part to Ellerbe's guidance. But when Ellerbe stepped down, the boxing world was stunned. Some speculated he was forced out, caught in a power struggle between Mayweather and Davis. Davis had grown increasingly vocal about his dissatisfaction with Mayweather Promotions, taking to social media to criticize both the company and Mayweather himself. In one deleted tweet, he even called Mayweather a derogatory name, signaling a deep rift. Ellerbe, who had championed Davis's career, may have been torn between loyalty to Mayweather and belief in Davis's potential. His departure marked a turning point for Mayweather Promotions, with sources claiming the company struggled to maintain its momentum without his leadership. Davis's own claims have added fuel to the fire. He alleged that Mayweather was stuck in Dubai, unable to leave due to unpaid debts for luxury items like jewelry. The accusation, coming from someone once considered Mayweather's protégé, sent shockwaves through the boxing community. Davis's comments suggested that Mayweather's financial troubles were more severe than previously thought, contradicting the image of a man in control of his empire. Whether true or not, the public feud highlighted the growing tensions within Mayweather's inner circle. Even Mayweather's attempts at philanthropy have been met with skepticism. Reports surfaced that he donated $30,000 to homeless men in Los Angeles, a gesture initially praised as a rare act of generosity. But the story unraveled when Mayweather posted Instagram photos from Dubai at the same time the donations were supposedly made. The contradiction led many to question whether the donation was a PR stunt to counter the mounting scandals. Without photos or video to verify the act, the story began to feel like another layer of the Mayweather myth. Richard Schaefer, the former CEO of Golden Boy Promotions, was brought in to replace Ellerbe, a move seen as an attempt to stabilize Mayweather Promotions. Schaefer's experience promoting high-profile fights, including Mayweather's bout against Oscar de la Hoya, made him a strong candidate. But even his expertise may not be enough to repair the damage. The company's reputation has taken a hit, with fighters like Davis distancing themselves and new talent hesitant to sign on. The once unbreakable Mayweather brand is now vulnerable, its future uncertain. Mayweather's personal life has also come under scrutiny. Stories of his extravagant spending, like the $1.8 million watch or a $10 million diamond ring, have long been part of his image. But insiders suggest this lifestyle may have contributed to his financial woes. Gambling debts, lavish purchases, and a failure to plan for the long term could explain the $22.2 million tax bill and the alleged bankruptcy. For a man who claimed to sleep on piles of cash, the idea that he might be broke is a bitter irony. Yet, it's impossible to discuss Mayweather's downfall without acknowledging his achievements. His 50-0 record, 5 division world championships, and billion-dollar earnings are undeniable. He revolutionized boxing promotion, proving that fighters could control their own destinies. Mayweather Promotions, at its peak, was a symbol of that vision, empowering athletes to build their brands while delivering blockbuster events. Even his critics admit his work ethic was unmatched, with training sessions that inspired those around him. To reduce Mayweather to a cautionary tale ignores the brilliance that made him a global icon. The truth about Mayweather's finances remains murky. Some argue the bankruptcy rumors are overblown, a product of jealous rivals and sensationalist media. Others point to the mounting evidence, unpaid debts, scam allegations, and fractured relationships, as proof of a man in decline. Ellerbe himself warned that Mayweather's legacy could be tarnished by missteps, a sentiment echoed by those who fear his empire is crumbling. Without Ellerbe's steady hand, Mayweather seems adrift, struggling to navigate a world he once dominated. Public perception of Mayweather is shifting. The fans who once cheered his bravado now question his sincerity. His silence on the allegations, unusual for someone known for controlling the narrative, only deepens the mystery. Was the Money Mayweather persona always a facade, or is he still the master strategist, waiting to reclaim his throne? The boxing world watches closely, knowing that a single misstep could redefine his legacy forever. What makes Mayweather's story so compelling is its complexity. He's neither a villain nor a hero, but a man whose brilliance and flaws are intertwined. His discipline and drive made him a champion, but his obsession with wealth may have been his undoing. The allegations, whether true or not, force us to confront uncomfortable questions about fame, success, and the cost of living the high life. For every story of Mayweather's generosity, like furnishing an apartment for a young Davis, there's a counterpoint of betrayal, like Davis selling it all to return to Baltimore. As the scandals unfold, Mayweather's future hangs in the balance. Can he rebuild his empire, or will the weight of his choices pull him down? The boxing world thrives on redemption stories, and Mayweather has defied the odds before. But this fight, against doubt, debt, and a tarnished reputation, may be his toughest yet. For now, the man who once seemed untouchable is human after all, caught in a drama that's as captivating as any of his fights.